But he said, good game. He did a lot of damage. So the Georgia, he said he had a good game, did a lot of damage, but wants to know if he could have done better. So we will see how it goes. Stock consumables, some are stock. Looks like just the repair is stock. So either he ran out, or misclicked it or something like that, because he has upgraded heal, plane, and speed boost. So with it just being the one, he may have had the whatever unclicked and not done it again. So, but let's get into it. Georgia, I think a very fun ship. I always get asked, which ship would you pick? Ship would you pick? Would you pick the Georgia or the Jean Bart? Now you have other ships too for Cole, like the Smolensk. I think the Georgia is very fun. I would still pick the freaking Jean Bart first, but the Georgia is amazing, still amazing. Jean Bart, yeah. He said secondary build. I appreciate the subs, guys. We'll thank everyone after. You have the Jean Bart as well. Yeah, I think it's a good one to pick up. Very, very fun. Darth, you said you're basically full blown secondary. You have really high concealment. So I would assume pretty high. But let's do the team makeup as always. Lexington, so he has to worry about CVs. He is top tier. And only 2 DDs. So a good thing to learn here is potential positioning of ships. And so a good thing to learn to do is look at divisions. So they have 2 destroyers. They have a Yugumo and they have a Georgia that are, I keep saying Georgia, I don't know why I say that, a Georgia that are in a division together. So they are going to tend to stick together. And as you see, the Georgia was over here, or the Georgia was over here. So the Yugumo obviously there, and the Yugumo was going middle, and this started the cap, so we knew both DDs are there. So he's actually in a really good spot to farm some damage, because there's only 2 DDs, so we're about taking torps. Cruisers, he has the Shores that's playing decent here, but honestly, if he can just get close enough, he can really just farm these guys down. One downside, though, about this ship is that it does not tank for shit. It is pretty fragile when it comes to taking just big alpha damage, but overall, if he can get close enough in the secondary range, he'll absolutely smack. So it's his choice here if he wants to push or not. The Bismarck's actually turning in. The downside I see with him continuing to push up north is that the Izumo just slowly beats him down, because the Georgia can only do so much about it. If the Izumo was a bit more, I would stay on the Shores. I think the Shores is his biggest threat right now. As crazy as that sounds, I think the Shores is his biggest threat, because they can just burn him down and ruin his secondaries. It sounds really stupid to say, like, oh, tier 9 battleship, tier 8 battleship, tier 7 cruiser. I would focus the tier 7 cruiser. You're just going to overmatch him all day. You can do a ton of damage. And you just don't want him to just farm you. He was interesting. He was a pest until he wasn't. It's just Russian cruisers have such a high fire chance. Good rate of fire. They're so accurate. He can just be so annoying, so freaking annoying. But I mean, killing the Bismarck's also good. Non-premium, dude. Chat, can we get a re in chat? Non-premium. Wow, this is Zumo. What is he shooting at? He's not shooting at you. 80k damage, just like that, 5 minutes. Yep, it's just such an annoying thing to deal with. When you had him in secondary range, I would have probably taken a couple more salvos. 16,000. Your first one was for like 10, 12k. Russian cruisers, besides obviously like the Moskva, don't tank very well, and they just light fires like it's their job, because that's what they do. They just light fires. So you take that away, you maybe tank a little bit more damage from the Bismarck, and see, I mean, who knows how much damage he purely did to you, but that could have been a long time ago. I would have probably focused on that. Just get those annoying fire starters out of the way. That can really add up. I mean, obviously it's just like a little bit of damage here, a little bit of damage there, but the repairs, especially with having the pleb version, can just add up so much. Is this Azuma a bot? What is this? He's like not shooting at anything. Oh no, he's finally shooting at you. Yeah, it's a fragile target, you know. It's just, I mean, he like just doing that like comparing the two, like that Shores probably did more damage to you than probably the Azuma and the Bismarck, Azumo, and the Bismarck combined. Well, obviously not now, but with that Citadel. And wreck, dude. Somebody smacked him. The Soyuz. And boop. Nice. Good show. I'll drink coffee to that one. So we're trying to get eyes on where the destroyers are. Still have two, Yugumo and Le Fantastique. We just saw Le Fantastique. It's over here. Main targets, obviously, high AA radar cruisers. So Atlanta, go ahead, pop it, and then Cleveland. So Atlanta, everyone's farming it. Just get rid of it. There's no such thing as a kill steal. It's a kill secure. I would just take that shot 10 times out of 10. Le Fantastique, like the drink. Boop. I know, right? It's the right decision. But if you would have fired instantly, you would have had another salvo up and you could have killed him. Just kidding. And there it is. Oof. The Georgia just doesn't tank worth a shit, man. Just doesn't tank worth a shit. And Winston wants all the attention right now, chat. Yep, just angle into the Iowa. Get the secondaries on the Cleveland. Cleveland's about to beach. Any worse at tanking than the Iowa? Yeah. He does this new thing now where he just like pushes his face against my leg. He wants his frickin' attention, man. Again, though, I would just keep focusing on this guy. Just keep focusing on the Cleveland. I don't think the Iowa even has shots on you. This game's actually not, like, in the bag. Nice, got the Cleveland. Oh, wow, you got him with Torp. And look at that, perfect. Hope your team would take out the Cleveland. Just get him out of there, man. Just get him out of there. You can't put that much faith in random people. It's worth the salvo. I will always be willing to fire an entire salvo from the longest reloading battleship to kill a ship with one life. I'll always be willing to do that. Just get the ships off. Get him off the board. Oh, yeah, yeah, look at that. Woo! Lasers, man. Look at that. This is kind of just locked now. You have the north side. Oh, just don't take too much damage from this. There you go, nice. Right through the front. Kraken, good. So this, like right here is where the original decision could have helped you a little bit. So this is where an extra 15k life or a little bit, just a little bit more from killing that shores could have kind of helped you make your decision or made you feel a little bit more secure, maybe being a bit more aggressive. Overall, your position's been good. I would just say I would have just focused on that shores a tad earlier. You just would have had more life right now because we're out of heals, we're out of everything. Your gunner's a Trump. Watch just chilling. Premium damage count, yeah. I actually don't think that much more though, really. Oh well, Le Fantastique went somewhere else. Peeled away. Well, this is easy farm on this Colorado. Now, who is he aiming at? 'Cause he hit both. Who is the Colorado aiming at? Because he hit both people. Colorado, just the guns are still so big too. There it is, Kraken, Confederate, High Cal, secondary is going in. Probably goes down here. 6k, I might get a little lucky. Bop. Oh, from downtown. He may live. This York can't decide what he wants to do. He wants to go chase the CV, but Georgia goes down. Hipper's there. Live, just live. Massachusetts Soyuz. It's a lot of HP they're gonna have to chunk through to kill those guys. Looks like he's probably just running. Not smart. Maybe pop off a salvo. Just live. 6 kills, man. What? 6 of 9? Not bad. And none of them really were kill steals. Huzzah, he says. Yeah, the hold the cap, yeah. Well, I mean, the Georgia played correctly is such a force. It's such a force. So, no, that was good. Good game. Let's get this photo up. Really good game. The only thing I would have done differently is, again, just the target selection on those. Like, it seems crazy that the... we saw that in the Destroyer one earlier, is that he was so focused on killing Destroyers where really his biggest threat was the Charlie Martel, when you should just killed that early. This one, now he lived in the end, so that's how most of this, I say this all the time in these replay analysis, is in the end it didn't matter, but what he could have done is save a little bit more life by just getting rid of those flame-throwing cruisers. They're super fragile. They just take so much damage, and you can save yourself just a lot of life. He probably would have saved himself 15,000, 20,000 easy, and would have just been able to then focus on the Bismarck and would have had 30-some K probably at the end of the game. So other than that, though, good game, good positioning, pushed up, didn't overextend, used his secondaries at the range. Obviously, he had manual fire and was able to do a lot of work with the Georgia. Really good game. A lot of people really like the Georgia, too. It's a lot of fun. And yeah, had a good team, too. So a nice little game, 183. I don't know where you could have done more damage. You know, maybe like late game just going super aggro. But really, I mean, you kind of did all you really could. I would say the only thing you maybe could have done differently is had a little bit more life, then you could have just pushed and kind of just like, I would say YOLO kind of at the end to just get a bunch more secondary. But really, GG's. Good game.